Personalization is a powerful tool for UI and UX design. It can simplify the user's experience and create excitement and elements of surprise that are within familiarity. Personalization is when a software or system curates content and experiences that are specific to a user. The algorithms are based on data gathered from users, either during onboarding or through their usage of a product over time. A common example of this is how it's used in streaming services like Spotify and Netflix that curate music and video recommendations based on a user's previous listening and watch histories. It allows the users to constantly be provided with new entertainment that's relevant to them without them having to do any extra work for it. So it saves time and energy and it creates better engagement and retention rates. And it's very inherently user centric. Personalization can also be content and UI that's specific to a user. It can be messaging and a greeting when opening an app that says the user's name. It already knows what time of day it is and guides them into an action. It can also look like several settings that are automatically activated in an app if a user has higher accessibility settings turned on their phone. For instance, we can create color palettes that are not only including tones for light and dark mode designs, but we can now also include tones for higher contrast. If a user has that higher accessibility setting turned on their native phone and they use one of our apps that has that designed in, the colors will automatically transfer into these higher contrast colors. This kind of personalization makes the product start to feel like more of a companion, like rather than a stale or complicated experience. And then storytelling through design can transform the experience even more. We can engage potential customers by adding narrative copy, illustrations, animations, maybe even an avatar in an onboarding process that guides the user through an app. One example of where I've used personalization is in a meal planning app for people with disabilities. The content presented in the app is highly dependent on the user's unique profile and needs that are set up during onboarding. And there are clear actions that are suggested based on the time of day. I also implemented animated tutorials that guide the user on how to use certain parts of the app. So that storytelling piece is brought into that as well. By incorporating personalization, storytelling, and UX design, we're making decisions for the benefit of the user. We're engaging them, making them feel understood and satisfied with the product, which therefore increases conversion rates and brand loyalty. So creating a positive customer experience, it also increases word of mouth referrals, which are some of the most powerful ways to get new customers, because in a world with option fatigue, someone they know and trust is telling them good things about your product or service specifically. So you're able to gain some more potential customers that way.